get to the MVP winners. Starting in the National League, no surprise here. Shohei Ohtani was named just a couple hours ago the winner of the MVP in the National League. Third straight time that Ohtani has won the award, fourth overall. So he has 4 MVP awards, does Shohei Ohtani, and all 4 times it has been a unanimous vote for Ohtani. That is very, very impressive. So the only guy that has more MVP awards in the history of baseball is Barry Bonds with 7. And Ohtani has 4 with a chance for more. So 2 with the Angels, 2 with the Dodgers. Schwarber was second. Juan Soto finished third in the National League MVP award voting. So Shohei Ohtani wins it again. And then in the American League, this was the one that I think was talked about the most, kicked around the most, had the most opinions attached to it. Would it be Aaron Judge or would it be Cal Raleigh? Great baseball conversation because really you know everybody. If you thought Judge, you had great points. If you thought Raleigh, you had great points. But when it was all said and done, in a fairly close vote, Aaron Judge was named the American League Most Valuable Player not long ago. Second straight year for Judge, third time in the last 4 years as he takes it over Cal Raleigh. And listen to this. Judge had 17 first place votes. Raleigh had 13 first place votes. So as I said, if 2 votes would have been different, they would have tied. They would have been co-MVP award winners, but that was not the case. So Aaron Judge wins his 3rd overall. Judge with 53 home runs. Of course, Raleigh had 60, but Judge, the overall offensive numbers across the board really favored Judge. But my pick, when I picked it at the end of the year, and remember the votes, not my vote, but the official votes are done right at the end of the regular season. It doesn't matter what you did in the postseason because the votes are already in there. I picked Cal Raleigh. I thought he deserved to be the MVP, and my reason was pretty simple. He set a couple records, most home runs by a switch hitter, most home runs by a catcher. But I thought he was the most valuable player to his team. I didn't think there was another player in the American League that was more valuable to his team than Cal Raleigh was to the Seattle Mariners. That's why, in my opinion, I think he should have won the award. That is nothing against Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is so good. I mean, he's ridiculously good. And he deserves this just like Cal Raleigh, I think, deserves this. But again, I needed some records, and then you look at how valuable he was. Name me a player that was more valuable to his team in the American League than Cal Raleigh. Maybe a Jose Ramirez, but that's every year with him, the Guardians third baseman. So that's why I felt like Cal Raleigh should have won. But he's gonna be at home, and he's gonna be really proud of the year he had, as he should. But it is Aaron Judge who wins the American League Most Valuable Player Award. So I was 2 for 4. I took a little chance with the Raleigh thing. I think most people still felt like Judge was going to win it, and I think most people really felt like Skubal was going to win it. But you look at Crochet and Skubal. To me, I don't know that one was necessarily better than the other one, right? And with the Judge and Raleigh thing, there's so many ways to look at it. How valuable is a catcher? Pretty darn valuable, I think. So, but anyways, that's the voting. It's done, and a lot of the big namers out there. So, anyways, so I hope you enjoyed the show. I've got a few things I want to throw out there. We're going to be busy next week, so make sure you join us. We're going to do a show on Monday. Dave Fleming from the San Francisco Giants broadcast booth is going to join us. Flem, one of the game's greats, and he's a good guy, good friend. He's going to join us, talk about what the Giants are doing, talk about his career. He does golf, he does college football, college basketball, and a terrific guy. So Dave Fleming's going to join me on Monday. On Tuesday, we're going to just do a regular show. We'll get your baseball updates, see what's going on. If there's any trades, have Giants picked anybody? Is their coaching staff done? They got any new players yet? We'll do all that good stuff. We'll take a close-up look at one of the teams from the National League West, probably the San Diego Padres. Remember, I said I wanted to do a kind of a National League West preview of each team leading up to the winter meeting. So we may hit on the Padres. We'll do an NFL segment as we get close to the month of December. So we'll do that. And then on Wednesday, former Giant pitcher Jeremy Affeldt is going to join me. He's got a new book out. So we want to promote the book a little bit, talk about that, see what Jeremy's doing. We had him on this summer. Good guy, great storyteller, lots of fun. So again, the Glenn Kuiper Show is going to come your way next week, Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. And we'll get those times out there on my X account, my Twitter account, let you know. But so make sure you join us again next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's going to be busy, trying to get as many shows out as I can. But as always, we keep pumping out the videos. Now we're doing shorts, which are fun. A lot of people watching those. So just keep checking out the Glenn Kuiper Show on the YouTube channel. And we will keep throwing out stuff for you to watch. That's kind of what it's all about. So before we head out, let's check in with our sponsors one more time. Barry-based, family-owned Tilden Properties has been building investment wealth for their clients since 2008. They do it by putting your money and their money in California's multi-family real estate, and they do it very, very successfully. My family has joined the Tilden Properties investment group, and we're thrilled with that. And we're excited about the future with them. TildenProperties.com, 925-209-8558. We're also brought to you by the Carrick Real Estate Team. Contact Mike Carrick today for a free home sale or purchase consultation. Mike's a good man. He and his family have been doing this, selling homes, buying homes, and helping people make important purchases in their life. They help me. They've helped my family. And good family-run business, very, very successful. Check it out at carrickteam.com or call them at 925-548-4132. And we're also brought to you by Valone Insurance. If you're sick of being overcharged on your property insurance, call Valone Insurance. Ask for Kyle or Ron at 925-433-8271. All right, so that is it for this edition of the Glenn Kuiper Show. Again, thank you very, very much to the subscribers. We hit 10,000 subscribers in 6.5 months. We did it earlier today. And you know what? I'm going to go have dinner with my wife, and we're going to celebrate. And we celebrate because of you guys. Awesome. We're all in this together. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the Glenn Kuiper Show. We got 3 shows coming up. Thanks, everybody. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next week on the Glenn Kuiper Show. Have yourself a good evening.